Hello everyone, welcome in today to the Coach KJ Carousel Dynasty. Today we're going to be taking on Denzel Hudson and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Both teams come in today at 5-3. The Gators have been pretty disappointing, even though they're still ranked at number 16 in the nation. They expected a lot more coming into this season. They are going to open up with the ball as Vanderbilt boots it down there. Macario Dorba's down there and he just kneels it. And now our starting quarterback coming out onto the field is Earl Brown II. He had a pretty solid week last week against Georgia. However, he remains on a pretty short leash just because of the fact that we have Khalif Ramsey at backup quarterback, and he's a higher rated recruit who's far more advanced in the passing game, and we may need that skill at some point in time this season. So there's a good chance that he could take over the starting job. As we take a look at our offensive starters, besides our quarterback, everybody remains the same. So that's at least good. We've been able to keep our guys healthy. As we go to Quantel Johnson on 2nd and 4, he breaks a tackle, gets a first down. That's a solid 8-yard carry here to begin his day. So we line up in the gun. We're going to hand it right back off to Quantel, and he's going to break a tackle. That one goes nowhere, though. He picks up just 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long. We're in the pistol with Earl Brown II, feeling pressure. He throws a screen. That's perfect out there to Quantel Johnson, who gets the first down. That's a great play. So in the pistol again, this time it's Guyassi Blanks in the game, and he is going to get that carry and barrel his way up the middle for 6 yards. So 2nd and 4 now in the pistol stills, but Quantel's back in the game and he gets the carry for the first down. That's a 6-yard pickup and a Gator first down. So in the gun this time's Earl Brown II looking to pass. He's standing there and he fires incomplete. That was intended for Hester. So back to the ground game we go with Guyassi Blanks, and he has a big old crease up the middle. That's a first down on a 17-yard rush. Gators keep moving on this drive as they're going to go to the screen to the receiver, and that's Logan Houston. That was nearly intercepted. That could have been a costly mistake early in this game as we could line up in the pistol, and we go back to the ground as that's Earl Brown II pulling it, and he catches his balance. Nearly gets the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and 1. So in the gun, Guyassi Blanks in the game. Earl Brown II pulls it, and he doesn't get there. 4th and inches. What do the Gators do? Well, they're going to go for it. Back to the ground to Guyassi Blanks, and he gets that first down on a 2-yard rush. So in the pistol here, Quantel Johnson back in the game, and Earl Brown II pulls it. That's going to be a 2-yard gain. Bringing up a 2nd and long with first quarter winding down. Earl Brown II's looking to pass. He's feeling some pressure in that pocket, and he throws it incomplete. 3rd and long now. Brown II's going to have to pass here. He throws a screen to Johnson. That's read perfectly. We end up losing 4. That's going to bring up 4th and long, so we have to settle for 3. Kicks up and good. Gators take a 3-0 lead here today. So as we look at our starting defense, we don't have any injuries. Everything remains the same. I just want to give you an update on my voice. It's not doing great. I'm trying to push through for you guys. Hopefully it comes back so that way I can get these videos out more regularly. I don't know exactly when you're going to see this, but I'm going to try to get it out to you soon. And hopefully I start to feel better and this weather will regulate a little bit here where I live in Florida, because this up and downs caused me to get sick a couple times. So hopefully, like I said, everything regulates and it'll be back to normal soon. I'm sorry it's been late getting Coach KJ out. I love doing this dynasty. I'm pre-recorded ahead like 10-15 videos just because I love playing it. I love doing it. And then unfortunately my voice gave out on me, so the audio fell behind because while I was sick, obviously I couldn't do the audio, but I still wanted to play. So I decided, you know what, I'll play a bunch of games, get ahead and get a group of videos ready so that way when my daughter's born in March, hopefully I can be ahead of schedule and you guys don't really notice on the channel. Mid-March though, I will have my daughter born, so things may slow down a little bit as I don't know what that's going to entail. It's my first kid, so we have a lot to learn, both me and my wife, and honestly I don't know what to expect. I know I'm not going to quit doing YouTube. I just know that it could be a little bit slow around that time as I try to navigate becoming a new father and how to handle life with all that. So I figured even though I was sick, it makes a lot of sense to try to start building some videos ahead and hopefully get a bunch of audio ahead. And this wasn't when I planned on doing it, but I figured since I was sick, I might just as well try to do it now and hopefully just get ahead of schedule so that way there is no slowdown on this channel at all. But either way, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. Let's get back into the video as we go down the field. That one's gonna fall incomplete as we attempted to hit Breland Brown. First quarter's winding down. Earl Brown II looking to pass on 3rd and 13. He gets hit as he releases that. They call that a fumble, and that's going to be a turnover. Gains the 2nd, recovers it. Vanderbilt's going to open up with the ball in great field position in 2nd quarter with this game tied up at 3. Florida cannot afford an upset here. Coach KJ's job would probably be over if he ended up losing this one. I know the Gators fans are getting frustrated. They already have 3 losses this season. Look at that play by Bolus. That's a 16-yard reception, setting up a 1st and goal for the Commodores as they motion across the field, and Drews is looking to pass. He throws it underneath to Spence, who's hit and brought down. That's no gain right there. So 2nd and goal now in the gun as Drews, and he's going to move his guy across the formation again, looking to pass. He's looking, feeling pressure. He throws that away just before the sack. So on 3rd and goal, they come out in the I formation, and again, they're going to pass, but this time it works. Devon Walker with the 1-yard touchdown reception, giving the Commodores a 10-3 lead here early in the second quarter. Let's see if this Gators offense can answer. They cannot afford a loss in this one. Like I said, Coach KJ's seat's on fire. He needs his offense to step it up as Earl Brown II's dropping back, looking to pass. He goes down the field, and that's a pick. Uka Chekwu ends up picking him off. That's 2 turnovers in this game by Earl Brown II. He better start watching his back. I know Coach KJ's feeling the pressure. Media's already turned on him, and the fans have definitely turned on him. He needs something to go right in order to finish out this season with a job still. A loss to Vanderbilt would go a long way towards him not keeping this job, as Cole Spence goes for 11 yards and a first down. Back under center, Denzel Hudson gets a carry, and he has a big old crease up the middle. He can't quite break Max Pierre's tackle. He's down to the 2-yard line, though. 1st and goal, Commodores again. They're looking to pass. I don't know why they throw it so much down here, but I guess when you can hit Zach Shelby for a 3-yard touchdown, that's what you'll do. It is 17-3 before you know it, Commodores. Wow, this game has turned on its head. Let's see if Earl Brown II can lead a comeback as he's throwing into double coverage and nearly throws another interception. That would have been 3 straight drives ended with a turnover. He needs to get himself under control as he tucks to run, and he only goes for 2. So now it's 3rd and 8. We got a pass here. Earl Brown II feeling pressure, and he fumbles the ball. That is 3 straight drives ending in a turnover. The Commodores are set up in excellent field position once again at the 21-yard line. The tight end's motioning around here. They bring him back in. They go to Denzel Hudson on the ground. That's just a 2-yard pickup there. That's a short one. They remain in the I formation, though, and they go right back to Denzel Hudson, and there's all sorts of space. He's down to the 5 or 6 yard line with a big 13-yard rush, setting up 1st and goal. They move a guy in motion, and they go to Hudson again, and he's going to power his way down with an 8-yard pickup following a false start that backed him up there. And then they go right back to Hudson, and he's going to score once again in the swamp. Only this time he's wearing a Commodores uniform. It's 24-3 Vanderbilt. Nobody's seen this coming. You have to question, is it time for a QB change? Apparently, Coach KJ doesn't think so. He remains committed to Earl Brown II as he hands it off to Quantel Johnson for 14 yards to begin this drive. 3 straight drives with turnovers. That needs to stop. That cannot continue as Quantel goes for 1 on that play. So in the gun here, they're going to go back to the read option game, and Earl Brown II swallowed up for another short gain. It's just not working today as they got a pass here on 3rd and 7. This has not been his strong suit. He makes poor decisions, and again, he nearly had another one. He barely got that pass off before he went down. We were forced to punt it back to Vanderbilt, who currently does have a 3-score lead in this game. As Hudson here is going to go for just 1 yard, they go right back to Hudson on 2nd down. He finds more space, and he runs over a guy. That's going to be a 7 or so yard pickup there, bringing up 3rd and short. In the eye, looking to pass, I thought, but that's a delayed handoff that gets stuffed and read perfectly by J.J. White. That forces a Commodores punt, as you can see here on 4th and 5. Let's see what Macario Dorba can do on this return. He finds a little bit of space. He's past midfield. That's a solid return there of 15 yards. That sets the Gators up to possibly get back into this game with 1:23 left in the half. Earl Brown II, though, takes a dumb sack and loses 11 yards. His awareness is struggling in this game. He isn't playing well. I don't know, man. I don't know how Coach KJ keeps standing by him. He's 3 of 10 passing so far. 3rd and 21 now. What can Earl Brown II do? Well, he's going to take a shot to the end zone, and that's broken up, incomplete. 38 seconds left in the half. Following the punt, will the Commodores try to put more points on the board here? It looks like they're going to, as Drews is looking to pass. He goes down the field, and that was broken up late by Akil Wesley. That nearly looked like it would have been a good drive starter, as Drews is looking to pass again. This time he throws it out there and finds Walker open for the 12-yard gain. There's 22 seconds left, though. I don't think they have time. They're just going to go to the ground game, hand it off to Denzel Hudson, who's going to power ahead and get a nice 13-yard rush right there. But they do call a timeout, so they're going to try to keep this going here as Drews is looking to pass, and he gets that one broken up. That was nearly completed. 12 seconds left in the half now for Justin Drews. He's moving in the pocket. He throws it underneath the Bullis, who cuts, and they're going to call another timeout. 7 seconds left in the half. At the very least, they can toss it towards the end zone a couple times, as it looks like they're content with just checking it down underneath the Bullis, who takes that for 11 yards. The Commodores call a timeout. Now they're in pretty good position to throw it to the end zone. Let's see what Drews can do. And he chucks it up there, and that's going to be intercepted by Adams. I thought that might have been a safety. We got lucky that it wasn't. I guess they contacted him just outside of the end zone there. But it's going to be 24-3 as we head into halftime, trailing by 3 scores. Let's see what Coach KJ can do and if he can make any adjustments. I think the first adjustment he has to make, though, is putting Earl Brown II on the bench. There's no way you can stand by this guy when we have 46 total yards of offense in the first half. I know he played all right against Georgia, but at the end of the day, this is a production business. You're a coach in the SEC. You're struggling against the lowest team in the SEC, in my opinion. Vanderbilt's always one of the worst teams. There is no way that you can find this to be acceptable. Coach KJ needs to make this change to Khalif Ramsey. Hopefully he's smart enough to do it, and hopefully they're not down by 4 scores when they make that decision. I feel like it should have been done in the first half, but let's see what the Commodores can do as Rowe's going to take that for a 23-yard return and give him the ball at about the 20-yard line. They're going to send their tight end in motion, and Justin Drews is going to hit some play action, stand in the pocket, and take a shot down the field that's broken up by Keywan Haas. So they're going to again send their tight end in motion, and this time Drews is dropping back to pass, and there's a blitz, and it barely gets the pass off to Hudson, who's going to take that for a 1-yard gain. So now it's 3rd and long. This is a great situation for the Gators defense. They need a stop here as Justin Drews is looking to pass, and that's a great pass breakup right there by Akil Wesley, forcing the punt. Let's see what we can do on special teams with Macario Dorba. He has a nice little crease here. He's out across midfield to the 40. He's down to the 30, and they get him, and he's fighting to the 25. That's a 32-yard return, and that's exactly what we needed. And Coach KJ does make the QB change. It's Khalif Ramsey out there. However, his first play did not go well. That was nearly a fumble. Let's see what he can do on 2nd down. It's going to be play action and a shot to the end zone. Touchdown, Breland Brown. That's a 25-yard pickup. Gators get on the board again. It's 24-10 here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do on this next drive. They're going to send their tight end in motion, and Justin Drews is under center with Hudson behind him. He's looking to pass. That's a quick one out there. That should have been intercepted, man. That was a big miss by the Gators. So it's going to be a toss sweep out to the left to Denzel Hudson, and that's a great gain on 2nd down. He goes for 7, bringing up 3rd and short now. Everything is an option right now as they're going to pitch it out there, and that's Denzel Hudson getting the edge, and he's going to take it all the way out there to just shy of the 50-yard line at like the 47. That's a huge play for the Commodores offense and a big first down as they're going to run a delay to Hudson, and that's going to end up being a solid 3-yard gain. It looked like Moore could have got him in the backfield but missed him there. So they go right back to Hudson on 2nd down, and Nelson Lohman reads that perfectly and sifts through the O-lineman to get that tackle. Bringing up 3rd and 7, and that's double screens, and that does not work. That's Norkeithius Moore taking down Justin Drews, and that's a drive killer right there. The Gators are going to take over, still down by 2 scores. Let's see what Khalif Ramsey can do here. Hopefully he can keep providing a spark, as that did not work. It's now 3rd and 14 for this Gators offense. A little bit of play action, and there's pressure on Khalif Ramsey, and he just checks it down to Quantel Johnson, who breaks a tackle and then gets lit up. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. However, the Gators are going for it. Coach KJ is definitely feeling the pressure here as Ramsey is going to tuck and run. He gets the first down and slides. He's not much of an athlete, so I'm surprised he was able to do that, as he's going to throw a quick screen out there to Breland Brown, who goes for 5 yards. That's good on first down there. So in the pistol, here's the Gators, and they're going to hand it to Quantel Johnson and get 5 yards, but apparently that wasn't quite enough for the first down, so it's 3rd and inches. Khalif Ramsey throws it quick, and that's a drop by Macario Dorba. We should have had that. So on 4th down, we go for it, and Khalif Ramsey just runs a sneak right up the middle and gets that to keep this drive alive. So now Ramsey looking to pass here, feeling a little bit of pressure, and he throws a perfect pass out there to Logan Houston for a 14-yard gain. Right back to the ground game go the Gators, and that's Quantel Johnson with all sorts of green grass. He gets the edge. He's out to the 20. He's down to the 10. 5. Does he have enough speed? No, but he's able to fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Quantel Johnson with the impressive carry there. That's going to make this score 24-17 and bring this back to a 1-score game as the 3rd quarter's drawn near its conclusion. Justin Drews on the move, feeling pressure, and he barely gets it off. That was J.J. White in his face. So on 2nd and 10, they go to Denzel Hudson on the ground, and he breaks a tackle, but he couldn't break the second one. That's only a 2-yard gain. Bringing up a 3rd and long now for the Commodores, and passing has not been their thing in the second half. Justin Drews standing in the pocket and checks it down to Denzel Hudson, who couldn't hold on anyway. That's going to be a punt and gives the Gators a chance to maybe tie this score up. Who would have thought that coming out of halftime, as Quantel fights ahead on for an 11-yard carry there. So right back to the ground game, Quantel Johnson with all sorts of space again up the middle goes for 5 yards. If he had a little more speed, he could have hit a home run on that one. but it's okay as he goes back to the ground, and that's another great run by Quantel. He went for 6 there. Diassi Blanks has to check into the game, and they decide to throw a screen out there to Logan Houston. That's a short one. It only went for 2 yards. But that's going to end your third quarter with this score being 24-17. Vanderbilt has stumbled in the second half, and the Gators have come to life. Let's see if they can keep it up now. They need to, as Tom Petty's concluding here, and we're getting ready to enter the fourth quarter. Let's see if Khalif Ramsey's that guy. He throws it, and that's Breland Brown who drops it to begin the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 now for the Gators. Khalif Ramsey on the move, stops and throws to the sideline. That one probably should have been intercepted by a Chekwu. It's 4th and 8 now, and the Gators decide they're going to go for it, and that's David Hester with the strong hands holding on through contact for a 10-yard gain, getting the first down there, keeping this drive going for the Gators. They're going to go right back to the ground game in Quantel Johnson. However, that one's blown up for a loss of 1. So Khalif Ramsey coming out of the pistol looking to pass. He goes to Macario Dorba. That's going to be a first down as he fights ahead for a 13-yard gain. Coming out in the pistol with Quantel Johnson behind him is Khalif Ramsey, and he hands it off. Quantel gets a few yards there. That went for 5 as a D tackle came over and smacked him. So 2nd and 5 looking to pass to the end zone, and that was nearly intercepted. Khalif Ramsey can't be so risky with the ball. Here's 3rd and 5 now, running a screen. Great play call. They go to Quantel Johnson. He has a chance to get the first down, and he breaks a couple tackles. Touchdown, Florida. They tie this one up pending the extra point. Khalif Ramsey's been fantastic here in the second half. This score's tied at 24. Let's see if the Gators can stop them, or maybe at least hold them to 3 and give themselves a chance to take a lead in this game. I do want to take a few seconds here to address why there's been such a delay. I posted it on the community section of the channel. I've been sick. I recorded the first half of this last Sunday when I thought I finally could do it. However, I got to halftime and my voice was shot and I was feeling miserable again, so I couldn't do it. So what I ended up doing is stopping. I had work all week, so I'm finishing this up Friday and hoping to get the video out on Saturday or Sunday to you. I'm sorry for the delay. Like I said, my voice was shot, so content's kind of been dragged out a little bit. I have a couple Raiders episodes I can work on, but I just wasn't feeling good in between work and not feeling good. Unfortunately, that led to me getting behind. We're going to get back on schedule here. I'm feeling better, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Vanderbilt just had a costly penalty there. That's going to end up backing them up and forcing them to punt instead of attempt that field goal. That takes points off of the board right there. That's a huge mistake this late in the fourth quarter. It's a fantastic punt, and we start at like the 1.5 yard line. But points off of the board, that's costly. Let's see if the Gators can get any points on this drive and take the lead for the first time all day as Khalif Ramsey's moving in the pocket. He checks it down to Quantel Johnson, who gets around the DB and picks up 4, bringing up a 3rd and 1 now for the Gators. In the pistol, Quantel gets the carry and the first down. That's a 4-yard gain. Gators keep this drive alive. They have a long way to go. Maybe they can control the clock and at least hit a field goal as they go down the field, and that's Logan Houston. That changes the whole topic right there. That's a 48-yard gain. They're up past midfield now. They're probably going to score. They might want to score a little quicker so that way if Vanderbilt answers, they have time as Khalif Ramsey's in the pocket and he wisely throws it away. That's something you love to see from a young quarterback. Back to the ground game, though, and that's Quantel Johnson getting a great carry. He cuts and picks up 12 yards. You love to see it, man. So in the pistol, right back to Quantel, and again, he finds space. That's going to be a 5-yard gain. Now you have to wonder with 2.5 minutes left if the Gators are going to start trying to drain this clock, and that looks like that's what they're going to do as there's 2:08 left, and Khalif Ramsey's looking to pass. He barely got that one off. That was nearly a costly sack. So it's 3rd and 5. They're probably going to pass here, and I was wrong. They hand it off. That's Quantel Johnson breaking a tackle and picking up 4. Clark Lee decides to start using timeouts, which makes sense, forcing the Gators to settle for 3, making this a 27-24 Gators lead with 1:58 left. It's all on defense now. We cannot afford to give up any points. Justin Drews ends up checking it down underneath. That's Denzel Hudson stuffed at the line. That is going to be for no gain, bringing up a 2nd and 13. So Justin Drews is moving in the pocket. He's feeling a little bit of pressure here. He breaks the sack of Norkeithius Moore, and he's still looking chugging, and he throws it down the field. What a play. He finds Bolus for a big first down there. Justin Drews looking to pass again here. He goes underneath to Denzel Hudson, and that's going to get him out around midfield with that 5-yard gain. They're down to 55 seconds left as Drews is again looking to pass. He throws it underneath. That's Woodard making the catch and getting the first down. That's 12 more. They're getting into field goal range here as they're going to motion their tight end across. They used a timeout. Drews looking to pass. He goes to the sideline. That was nearly intercepted. Kewan Hawes could have called game if he held on to that one. So 45 seconds left. Drews again looking to pass. He's holding on to the ball. He's going to go to the end zone. That is intercepted. Akeel Wesley picks him off. That's going to be your ball game. I don't know why he didn't just take a knee there. What a great play by our sophomore corner there. He definitely just saved us, as that's going to be a kneel down right there to end this one. Quantel Johnson's your player of the game. He had pretty much a career day in this game, which we needed at this point. I'm just glad we were able to hold on. If Coach KJ lost this game, they would have been looking for his job in a heartbeat. Khalif Ramsey was a find, though. He played really well. He only completed 55% of his passes, but it beats the 27% of Earl Brown II. He went 10-18 for 140 yards and 2 scores. I think we're probably going to stick with Ramsey going forward, but we definitely have a few questions, and we do have to make up our mind if that's what's best for this team going forward. It's just hard to lose that dynamic ability to run the ball, but at the same time, if we can't throw it, our offense is not gonna work at all. So it just feels like, even though Earl Brown II can add a spark, he's not quite good enough at this point in his career to be our full-time starter. I do hope to still be able to develop him, because I do like his ability to run the ball, and I think he has a pretty good arm. So we just need to work on that accuracy. He's probably gonna go back to the bench, and he'll continue to work on that. I do want to shout out Denzel Hudson. He did hit 100 yards against us. He had a good day. He was actually a lot better than I thought he would be. I hope he has a ton of success over there at Vanderbilt. We'll see him again, but I'm hoping he has a ton of success and we are able to see him maybe someday reach the NFL, and we'll put him into our Raiders franchise, but we'll have to wait and see. This ended up being a far closer game than it should have been, though. Got to give Vanderbilt their credit, but the Gators really didn't play well, and Coach KJ needs to get this figured out. Coming out of this game, though, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Heisman standings. Justin Martin of UCLA, the quarterback, is currently at number 1. He's followed up at number 2 by Charvarius Norton of Iowa State, a halfback. 3 is Jordan James, Oregon's halfbacks. 4 is Ramon Johnson, a halfback out of Wisconsin. And 5 is Ohio State quarterback Devin Brown. So now let's take a look at our top 25. Ohio State is currently at the top, followed by Texas A&M, Oregon. Texas Tech is at number 4. That's surprising. 5 is TCU, then 6 is Washington. Michigan, Tennessee, Georgia, and UCLA round out your top 10. As we're taking a look, USF is a team that's moving up the board a little bit. They're number 14 in the nation at 8-1. Alabama went from 5 to 15 with their loss to LSU. We're down to number 17 with our win over Vanderbilt. I fully understand Navy's also undefeated, so it makes sense. We're going to take a look at how our awards are currently stacking up. And as you can see, Justin Martin's cleaning house for the offensive awards. And the Nagurski and Bednarik both go to Schoonover out of BYU. Justin Martin, of course, at the top of the O'Brien. The Walkers, Chartavius Norton. Blitnikov's Josh McCollum. He's having a great season. Tight ends, Cameron Cooper. Outland is Nebu out of Texas A&M. Yalverton out of Florida State is up for the Remington. Fry out of Tulane is up for the Lombardi, and the Thorpe is Robinson out of Arkansas State. We look at our Groza and Guy. Those are both Ohio State players. And then Miles Ajegwu is leading for the best returner of the Jet Award out of Alabama. Next week, though, we're going to be taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. This game looks like it's going to be pretty close. Even points per game, defensively, it looks like Florida's much better on defense, but ratings-wise, we're not a whole lot better. I do think this right here will be a pretty good game. I think Florida can get the victory, though. You know, South Carolina's 4-5. Florida has had a disappointing season, though, no matter how you slice it. I thought this would be our season to ascend, and now I'm a little worried. We just haven't played well. I guess we could be a year away. I mean, we do have new starting quarterbacks, and we've dealt with some injuries this season, so it could be a little bit of a step back here. It makes sense. Maybe I was wrong to think we were going to continue ascending, but I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back with more Coach KJ soon, since I'm finally feeling better. Have a great day, and I'm out.
It's a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar, I'll be a superstar.